This is live. Say something.
I'm still here, man.
Say something.
I'm still here, man.
Okay. All right, good. Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Slime Rancher 2 Early Access. So, last time we finished getting back most of our slime combinations, with one exception. I'm still trying to get more dervish or tangle slimes. So I don't have that just yet. But with me for this episode, we have Meta. Say hi.
Yo.
So yeah, this is Slime Rancher 2. It's currently in early access, but the full release is supposed to come out later this year. And there's a lot more slimes this time around than there are in the first game. I have a ton of decorations all over, including a whole bunch of different like golden statues.
So basically, it's basically the same thing as the first game, but better.
Yeah. I mean, I do have my complaints. I do have things that I wish were better in this game, but it is overall an improvement on the first one, and I already love the first game. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you around. So I've got heartbeats and water lettuce growing here. These are accelerators, and this is basically this was my Yoki plort farm. Basically, Yoki slimes are a new type of slime. Here we go. Here's a Yoki slime. Basically, they really like chickens, and if you put them in the same area as a hen, it will produce a large egg, and you can pick that egg up, toss it against something to break it, and inside there will be Yoki plorts, and they always sell for a lot. And it used to be that you could put them. I found out about this. I discovered that the game does not require you to have them in a pen. It just requires them to be within a certain distance. And the faster the hens move, and the faster the Yoki slime moves, the more accelerated the process is of producing a giant egg. And these accelerators make anything inside them go super fast. So, basically, I created it just one big circle, one big loop, that I would put hens in along with a Yoki slime, and they would just continuously zoom around there, and then the Yoki slime would produce giant eggs, which would just pop out here in the middle. And I would get like a good 3 eggs a day through that, whereas like normally in a pen you're lucky to get 1 egg a day. Sometimes you have to wait 2 days before you can get a single egg. So it was a great way to farm Yoki plorts. Unfortunately, at some point they made a patch that made it to where now you have to have Yoki slimes in a pen in order for them to produce giant eggs. So they patched this out. So this is no longer a viable option to get Yoki plorts, unfortunately. But I keep it up just because it was yeah, I'm very proud of how I was able to come up with this. And then over here, we got cotton flutter largos, or bunny flies, as I call them. Or flutter hops. Flutter hops is another name I've given them. I kind of keep going back and forth with these two with those two names. Got my pink panthers from the first game. I got crystal booms, which I'm calling pop rocks. And then I've got my stoned cats. And this over here is a dream lantern. It basically produces a bubble in around around an area, and any slime inside that bubble goes to sleep. So since I have it there, these two, all the slimes in these two corrals are asleep. It's like seeping into this corral a little bit, so some of my stone cats are asleep, but as you can see, not all of them are asleep. Same thing with my my flutter hops.
Is there a point for this?
Yeah, when you're going out exploring, you don't want these guys constantly eating all the food. The food dispensers will not give out any food if the slimes are asleep. So basically, it basically guarantees that when you come back after being out for a long time, there's still going to be plenty of food in the corrals. There's still going to be plenty of food left. You won't be out. So it helps with managing your resources. But I'm going to have to make like 4 more of those in order to make sure that my flutter hops stay asleep when I go out, and my stone cats stay asleep, as well as the slimes that I have around the rest of my base. So that's the main part of your base. That's the main part of your base. And around here, I just have a whole bunch of decorations that I've put up. Ferris wheel, carousel, bunch of flags, umbrellas, pinwheels, wind chimes, dainty teacups, large teacups, lanterns, seesaws, swings. And then standees, and baits, veggie, fruit, meat, baits, and portable scare slimes, all just kind of lined up here. And then all around, I just have a whole bunch of like other mini decorations. I chose a whole bunch of other mini decorations, like frozen flames and ice lamps and whatnot. And then here, got snow globes, and then I've got display cases with rare materials. Just displaying all the rare materials. Which I'm probably gonna get rid of. I'm probably gonna take this one out, and I'm probably gonna put a dream bubble into it instead. Once I get my hands on another one, because this is a pretty common resource. Dream bubbles are a lot more rare. But yeah, they're basically just kind of trophy cases to show that, like, hey, I managed to get super rare resources. And then I've got a whole bunch of like special aurora grass just growing around my base. And then here I've got like a little trees, little snowy bushes, like little miniature trees here.
So, are we playing as the same character, or is this a new protagonist?
This is the same protagonist as the first one, Beatrix LeBeau. But yeah, this is Yanni. This is Yanni the Yolk Slime. I named it. And this is, I believe I called this one Bonnie. No, it was a cotton slime. It was, I can't remember. It's a cotton slime. I named it something starting with a C. I can't remember what it was. It's been ages. It's been ages since I've since I named them. I do remember this guy though. This guy here freaking out at the table. This is Ronnie. Ronnie the Roostro. Ronnie the Roostro. DJ Ronnie.
Okay. So why are they set in?
Well, this is the Council of Rons. This is the Council of Rons. This is just something silly I did for the game. This is the Council of Rons. You got Ronnie. You've got Ronald. You've got Ronita. And then you've got the penguin plush. But here we got the fabricator, so we can fabricate anything we want. I've got all the personal upgrades, all the utilities I need, except for Dream Lanterns. I need more Dream Lanterns. I've got all the warp tech that I need. Got all the decorations that I need. And then the refinery, where you put all of your, where you can basically just kind of put anything you get in here, and then whatever you put in here is what you can use to make stuff at the refinery.
Okay.
Then I've got portable water tap to refill my water whenever I need. And then here are snowball machines.
Okay, is there a point to the snowballs?
Yep, you can have snowball fights. You can have snowball fights with the slimes. A lot of slimes will like. It looks like these guys aren't in the mood for snowball fights. I'll head over here. This is the Powderfall Bluffs. It's one of the later locations in the game.
Yeah, okay.
See? Yeah, they shoot snow at you. They shoot. Yeah, they will shoot snow. They will shoot snow at you. You can have snowball fights with them. It's just cute. It's just something really cute that you can do with slimes in this game. There's not really a purpose to having snowball fights with them. It's just something really cute that you can do. And honestly, I love it. I love that you can have snowball fights with slimes. And if you basically if you allow your slimes out to explore your base, they will actually go up to a snowball machine in order to get snowballs out of it so they can join in on the snowball fights. So, And here I've got all my teleporters. Got all my teleporters. I got 6 teleporters here. Each one takes me to a different location. 2 of them take me to the edges of my base. So the base has 6. There's 6 different locations for the base or for the conservatory. There's the beach. There's the beach area. There's the grassy. There's the grassy area. There's the ancient. There's the ancient ruin area. The cave. The cave area. The cave area. The volcanic area, and the main area.
Okay.
So here we're in the cave area. We got angler. We got my angler baddie slimes here.
Okay.
And then here we got ringtail hunter slimes. And over here we got honey phosphor slimes. And then all around I've got different like mushrooms as well as fire flowers. I love these. I love these fire flowers. They are so pretty. They are so pretty to look at. They're so pretty and so shiny. I love it.
Okay.
Then, over here, got some puddle slimes. We got a few puddle slimes here in this area. Just because it's an open water area. Then got a silo here holding some important stuff. Then got a volcanic area. Put down a whole bunch of like volcanic magma clumps and magma pools around. And then got fire slimes. Lots of fire slimes. And unlike in the first game, where if you stop... in the first game, if you stop giving them... if you stop filling up their ash trough, eventually when the ash runs out, they just die. The fire slimes just die out. That's what would happen in the first game. In this game, nope, they don't die. You can let them starve for as long as you want. They will not die, and anytime you want more fire plorts, you just add more ash to their tray to get in order to so they'll eat the ash and they'll give you more fire plorts. So there's a change I am very happy with. Like, fire slimes are a lot better in this game than they were in the first game. Because, like, you don't actually have to keep an eye on them. You don't have to keep an eye on them. You don't have to constantly feed them in order for them to just survive. You can just leave them to their own devices, and whenever you want fire plorts, you just shoot some food into the incinerator so that so they can eat the ashes. So. And then here's a magma fountain. Just for decoration. And then here, I've got a violet teleporter that takes me back to the main area. So that's where one of my teleporters leads. Then the pink teleporter leads to the beach area. So I got an angler fountain right there. Got got a few ponds made with puddle slimes in them. And then there's some water areas that you can put more puddle slimes in. Got a little aquarium. By the way, all these bells are taming bells that basically, when you ring them, it calms down nearby slimes. So, got a clam throne that I can just stand on, or I can also put a slime here, and it will just stay here. And then I've got stony hens. Got stony hens growing here. And then regular hens growing here.
Okay.
Here we've got painted hens. And then thunderclucks. Now thunderclucks is one of the newest types of hens in the game.
Okay.
Thunderclucks is one of the new types of hens in the game. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're favored by the saber slimes. And then these are sea hens. Another new type of hens. Then you got briar hens. And then candied hens. Candied hens was the most recently added type of hen. This is the one that was most recently added in the most recent update. And supposedly, according to the Slimepedia, candied hens taste less like chicken and more like candy. When you cook it, it looks like chicken, but it tastes like candy.
So basically, it's an abomination.
It's I would be willing to try it. I would be willing to try it because I love chicken, I love candy, but at the same time that's really weird. I'd be willing to try it once just to see what it tastes like, but that's still really weird.
I think
your brain, the moment you see it cooked, you think it's gonna taste like chicken. Your brain is being deceived. You think it's gonna taste like chicken, and instead it ends up tasting like a candy cane. And it's like, this is not the flavor I expected from this. It's very weird. I'd be willing to try it just to see, but yeah, it's very strange. And then there's a wall lighting, which does not light up much. I mean, look at that. Look, this is how dark it looks before you enter the cave. It's barely giving off any light whatsoever. You can see, you can just barely see. There's a little bit of light that it's giving off at the just below it. This whole cave is dark. Is dark, and just this one tiny spot is lit up. It's like, when I made this, I thought it was going to be something really bright, that it was going to light up this whole area. But no, it's a pathetic light, and it was not worth the resources that it took to make. It was pretty resource intensive, and it was not worth making. Not in the slightest. Oh yeah, and this is Candace. This is Candace the Candied Hen. Uh, the only reason I decided to name this one is because somehow she got out of the coop. This hen got out of the coop and traveled all the way over here, and then just got stuck here. And she's been like that for several episodes of this playthrough. And it is a she because all hens are women, and then you got the
Yes.
roosters.
Yes, but technically, can't you just suck her back up and take her or throw
I
her
could,
into the ocean?
but at the same time, I don't know. Honestly, I kind of respect the dedication to travel all the way from the pen over here to the main area. I don't know. That's dedication. I don't know why. I don't know why this chicken's AI was so dedicated to getting over here, but she accomplished it. So I'm just gonna let her stay here, and then in the finale of this playthrough, I'll introduce her to Ronnie, and have them make a baby. So that's gonna be Ronnie's girlfriend. So here, you got Pronto Mart, Polestar Provisions. Here you can purchase a bunch of blueprints for different things, or you can go to the Cuckoo Corner, where you have deals where you can purchase different gadgets for cheap. I have none of these in my inventory, so I'll go ahead and buy one of these. It changes every day at noon, so it's good to check that each day. And then this is the comm station, where you can talk to the different characters from the first game, and sometimes they'll have a gift for you. And sometimes they have missions for you to do. They have different things for you to do that help you progress in the story. And then out here we've got my defense system. We've got my defenses. We've got 3 hydro turrets here. We've got 3 super hydro turrets, and we've got 3 hydro showers. You activate the hydro shower, and it sprays water around a large area. This basically helps keep tars away, keeps tars and feral slimes away from your base. And then these are music tiles, and music pillars that make musical notes. So that's my base. And this open area, this is the Rainbow Fields. This is the starting area for the game, and the grass here changes color. You can actually see it happening right now in real time. It goes from like green, yellow, orange, blue, red, brown, purple, pink, like just all the colors of the rainbow. It's very pretty. This whole game is incredibly gorgeous. And this is Jellystone. It's one of the things that it's a material that you can use to create different stuff. And basically, in the first game, you needed like drills and pumps and apiaries to get all the stuff that you needed in order to craft different things. Now in this game, there's none of that. There's no drills, pumps, or apiaries. You have to find all of it out in the wild. You just run out in the wild and you can find all of that stuff. All the resources that you need are just gatherable out in the wild. So this is a teleporter that takes me to one of the other areas in the game. I'm not going to go through that because I'm just gonna show off this and then this whole area, and then I'll head back to base and use the teleporters. And then this is the other portal that takes me to another area. So that was a gold slime, but unfortunately I didn't have any food on me, so I couldn't feed it and get a gold plort. Gold slimes are still the rarest slimes in the game. So, now we're going to head through the blue teleporter. And this is the Starlight Strand. This is the Starlight Strand. This is a Tanuki slime statue. Tanuki slimes will turn to stone during the day. They only come out at night. They only come out at night, and they're stone during the day. So you can just, when you find one of these, you can carry it around with you, and then when nighttime comes, as soon as it comes alive, you just use your vac tank to suck it into your vac.
Okay.
And these flowers that are shown on the trees, this is where you can get Moondew nectar, which is the favorite of the flutter slimes. Oh, speaking of flutter slimes, there they are. There's a couple flutter slimes right there. The Moondew nectar is incredibly rare, so it's best to just combine flutter slimes with something else instead of having them be on their own, because Moondew nectar they only spawn here in this area. They only spawn in this area, and they only spawn at night, and you're only gonna get like a few. You're only gonna get a handful. You're only gonna end up getting a handful each night. So it's better to just combine flutter slimes with something else.
Okay.
So that was Starlight Strand. That wasn't the whole area of Starlight Strand, but that wasn't the entire area of Starlight Strand. But I just wanted to show off a little bit of that area. I showed off basically this part. But next we're going through the Gray Teleporter to the Ember Valley. So the Ember Valley, there's a rocky, mountainous area over here in this direction. But I'm pretty sure I know exactly where you would rather go to. The volcanic area. Am I correct in assuming that you would rather go to a volcanic area than a rocky mountain area?
Pretty much. I'm guessing the lava slimes, I'm guessing.
The fire slimes? Yeah, fire slimes can be found in pools of lava. Yep, see there's a fire slime right there. And this is also where you can find crystal slimes and boom slimes. Crystal slimes, boom slimes and fire slimes are all incredibly common here.
Okay.
In fact, this spot here, this is probably the best place to find fire slimes. This is the best spot to find fire slimes. Because they spawn in these large pools a lot. Like, look at this. 8 fire slimes in just this one magma pool.
Okay.
And then you got lava dust here, which is a common resource in this area, in the volcanic area. And I'm going to need a lot of them, so I'm just going to take a moment to get whatever I can. I'm going to need like 40 of these things.
So what's the max rate of you holding something? 80, I'm guessing, still?
Currently it's 80. I have all of the tank boosters that I can get. I have every tank booster available to me right now. But when the final release happens, there will be 2 more tank boosters that will become available, and the maximum number of things you'll be able to put in at that point will be 100 in each tank, which is the same number that you could put in the first game.
Okay.
Oh, primordial oil. That's also a pretty common resource in Ember Valley. Okay. So that's it for that area. That's all I'm gonna show off for that area. I'm gonna stop by the refinery to drop this stuff off. Okay. Now, go back through the Snorri teleporter that I went through before, and now I'm going to show this off properly. So this is the Powderfall Bluffs.
Okay.
So this area is basically the most ancient area in the entirety of the Slime Rancher series. Because saber slimes are actually alive here. And in the first game, saber slimes were extinct. Saber slimes were extinct in the first game. And the only way to get saber slimes were to find saber plorts in the wilds area, and then splice them together with a different slime. But you could not find normal saber slimes. Like you just couldn't. There was no way.
Okay.
And then you've got Aurora bridges. These are Aurora bridges. They only show up at night, and then they disappear when dawn comes. So you better make sure you're off of them by the time daybreak hits. Otherwise, you're just falling right off of them. You're falling right through them.
Okay.
So yeah, just wanted to show off a little. Just wanted to show off a little bit of this area. And there's one more area to show off.
What was the slime that you have two of?
Oh, that's dervish slimes. I can't really do anything with them yet, so I have to keep them in my inventory. I need to get either four more of them. I need to get either four more of them, or get 4 tangle slimes. Like I need 6 of either dervish or tangle or a mixture of both. And unfortunately, those 2 slimes you can only get when certain weather conditions are met. For dervish slime, there's different weathers in the game. There's rain, snow, thunderstorm, lightning strike, wind, cyclone, pollen, vine tangle, and slimefall. And each weather has different levels to it. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. The higher the level, the more intense. The higher the level, the more intense the weather.
I'll be right back, man. I got BRB.
All right. All right.
Okay. I'm back.
All right, welcome back. So, so the weathers have different levels to them, and it's level 1, 2, and 3. And the higher the level, the more intense the weather is. Um, and rain, level 3 rain has a chance to transform into thunderstorm, into level 1 thunderstorm. Level 3 thunderstorm has a chance to transform into level 1 lightning strike. Level 3 wind has a chance to turn into level 1 cyclone. Level 3 pollen has a chance to turn into level 1 vine tangle. And vine tangle and cyclone are what you need in order to get dervish and tangle slimes. So, and it's completely random what kind of weather you'll have around the world. Every single area has their own weather. So you see, there's level 1 rain right now in the Rainbow Fields Conservatory and Starlight Strand. So that could either turn into level 2 rain, or it could just stop, or the rain could just stop and not increase at all. You know, it's completely random what kind of weather you could expect from these areas. Powderfall Bluffs is almost always snowing. Powderfall Bluffs is almost always snowing.
So basically, no place.
But this is the entrance to the newest area of the game, the Grey Labyrinth.
Okay.
These are shadow slimes. These are annoying as hell. These guys are annoying as hell because you can't catch them. You can only shoot. You can only shoot food at them to get their plorts, and they are fast. Like, you cannot get closer; they will immediately start to run away and just disappear. So, and here we go. Unstable meat. I can show this off.
Okay.
There we go. So there's unstable food. There's unstable meat. There's unstable meat, unstable fruit, unstable veggies, and you can feed them to slimes in order to get unstable plorts.
Okay.
And unstable plorts, if I can find one of the stupid... Okay, here. These pockets. You shoot them in into these pockets, and it stabilizes the unstable plorts. It stabilizes the unstable plorts and gets you prismaplorts. This is probably the hardest plort to get. Prismaplorts is probably the hardest plort to get, simply because of how many steps it takes to actually get some.
Okay. So basically, you can't keep the shadow slimes and all that stuff. So
you can't keep you cannot keep the shadow slimes, and there's there are no prisma slimes. There are prisma plorts, but there's no prisma slimes. for some reason. I would love to know what a Prisma slime actually looks like. That would be very interesting to find out. Here we go. Got it. Just get my hands on a handful of Prisma.
You enjoying the game?
Prisma parts.
You enjoy the game since it's only in early access?
Oh yeah, I absolutely love this game. And the full release is releasing later this year. So it won't be in early access for much longer. And this current playthrough that I've been doing of the game is almost done. Like, I want to do one video where I show the game off to Queen Haiku. And then I want to do a... and then I'm going to do a finale video after that. I'll end up doing a finale video after that, where I just do the last couple things I want to do for this playthrough. And then I won't play the game again until the full release. Okay. So I'm going to make my way over here. And here, this is where the gold teleporter is. This is where the gold teleporter is. And it leads me over here. And there's the Prismacore. That is endgame. The goal of this game is to destroy that thing. That giant sphere. We're supposed to destroy that. That's the main goal in the that's going to be the main goal in the final update. This whole area is like part of the map that we can't access yet. That's going to be in the final update in the full release. And we need to destroy that thing in order to save the world, because it is causing a whole bunch of like reality distortions in the Gray Labyrinth, and soon it's going to start distorting the outside of the Gray Labyrinth. It's going to start distorting all of the Rainbow Islands and the rest of the planet itself. So we need to stop it. And this is Gigi. She's from the future. She came back in. She's from the future, and the future is ruined because of the Prismacore, and she came back in time in order to stop it.
Oh, that trope. Oh, that's another annoying trope as well. If I'm being honest.
I mean, you saying that kind of trope of going back in time to stop a bad future is always bad? Because if so, I got one word for you: Terminator.
Oh, Kim, we're already heading down that line already. Where we're at right now.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you're saying that you were saying that trope is bad. You were saying that trope is bad, and it's like Terminator. Terminator did it, and that movie is amazing. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 were both incredible movies.
Terminator 2 did the time travel thing. Dragon Ball did the time travel thing. Back to the Future. But
yeah,
then again,
those are all fantastic stories. So, Don't go saying that it's always terrible when you literally just listed off 3 examples of it done well.
Yes, and there's also your favorite anime that does it as well. But moving on. But and the whole trope of time travel it's convenient. It's the plot for this to get to end. It's like I get it.
Well, anyway. In any case, so I got one last thing I want to do, and I'm just gonna do this while in view of the Prismacore. So, I'm gonna show you exactly the what each of the different slimes look like, and then I'm gonna have you tell me something. So we got the cotton slimes. They eat veggies. Their favorite is water lettuce. We've got flutter slimes. Their diet is nectar, and their favorite is moondew nectar. We've got batty slimes. Their diet is fruit, and their favorite is pomegranates. We've got angler slimes. Their diet is meat, and their favorite is sea hen. We've got ringtail slimes. Their diet is everything. They eat everything, regardless of if it's meat, fruit, or veggie. Just like the pink slimes. They don't have a personal favorite. However, if there is food in their corral, they will eat it even if they're not hungry. So just be careful how much food you actually give them.
So basically, they're like a bottomless pit.
Yes, their stomachs are bottomless pits. So just be careful with how much food you give them. Yolky slimes. They don't have a diet or favorite food. They don't eat at all. You literally just leave them in a chicken pen and they'll produce giant eggs. Twin slimes. They have a diet of fruit, and their favorite is Polara cherry, which is a type of cherry that is both sour and sweet. It's basically a Sour Patch. It's basically a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh.
That's basically what the Polara cherry is.
No.
It's basically a Sour Patch Kid.
No. It's disgusting. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love Sour Patch Kids! What's wrong with Sour Patch Kids? They're delicious!
I don't like sour things, man.
Oh. Then you've got slumber slimes, which have a diet of meat, and their favorite is the candied hen. Shadow slimes, which they don't have a diet or favorite. You can shoot them with food, and they will produce. You can shoot them with food, and if you hit them, they will produce shadow plorts, but they don't have any particular diet. And that's all the brand new slimes.
Okay.
So, of those 9 slimes, my one question for you is, which one of them, if you have to pick, which one of them do you think you would like to have as a pet?
Just go with shadow slimes.
With what?
Go with the shadow slimes.
Okay, shadow slimes. So it would be skittish. It would be a scaredy cat, but easy to take care of since, it doesn't really have much of a diet. You just throw food at it, and it will produce plorts that you can sell for money. So, and then I don't think I even need to ask about what which one you'd like to have of the legacy slimes. The pink slime, tabby slime, phosphor slime, rock slime, boom slime, honey slime, puddles slime, Crystal Slime, Hunter Slime, Fire Slime, Saber Slime, Tangle Slime, and Dervish Slime. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer is Fire Slime.
It is.
Yeah. Even though that thing would literally just set fire to your house. So, congratulations, you're homeless, but at least you have a fire slime while you're out on the streets to keep you warm.
Was it really necessary for that kind of joke?
I mean, you're the one who picked it. All right. Well, that's it. That is everything. That is everything I wanted to show off in this video.
Okay.
So, after seeing everything that the sequel has to offer, do you think it's an improvement on the first game?
For some of the stuff, yeah. But then again, this is still early access, and honestly, I'd rather see what the full game has to offer.
I mean, basically what I showed you is basically what the full game is going to have to offer. The only thing left that the full game has yet to give us is this one area right here in the Gray Labyrinth and the end of the game with the credits, and that's it. Basically, everything that I've shown off is basically what the game has to offer.
Okay.
So,
for me, it's probably this as the original game. Honestly, I give it like a 4 out of 10.
a 4? You said this was an improvement over the first one, and you thought the first one was fine. When we talked about the first one, you thought that one was fine, that it wasn't something you could see yourself playing a lot of, but you said you'd be willing to try. You said you'd be willing to try it out for an hour or two before dropping it.
If it's just like the first one, then and all that stuff, then there's no need for me to actually pick it up and try it out.
Except it's not exactly like it. There's actual improvements to this one. You gave the first one a higher score than 4, and you already admitted this one seems to be better than the first one, and yet you're giving it a lower score than you gave the first one. The first one you gave a 6. And I remember because I rewatched the videos that I had you join me for my first Slime Rancher playthrough. I rewatched those videos in preparation for this, and you gave that game a 6.
Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or is that it?
You still haven't like acknowledged the fact that you said this is you said that this game looks better than the first game, and yet you still rated it worse than the first game. Those two things don't match up. If it's better than the first game, why does it have a lower score?
Okay, let me rephrase it then. I will move it up from a 4 to a 6. This is why I don't technically like giving out ratings for anything, honestly, man.
So it's on par.
No.
So you said it was better than the first game, but your rating says it's on par with the first game.
if it's like the first game and all that stuff, but what's the still improvements and all that stuff? Yes, can I see me playing this an hour or two, maybe, before I drop it and probably get my money back for it? Sure. If they have a physical copy of this.
They will. They will when the game fully releases.
And yeah, I can recommend someone, if you like the first game, you're going to enjoy the second game. It's not my type of game that I would normally or play, but I can recommend this to other people who wants to be around cute and cuddly things, and actually, it does have a good story, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the story is absolutely much better than the first game. The story in the first game was very much in the background. It was very much in the background. It wasn't like the story wasn't a major focus in the first game. In this game is a lot more story focused. The story plays a much bigger part in this game. So, okay, so a 6 out of 10. So a 6 out of 10 is what you give it then.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, in any case, I'll just check Pronto Mart one more time, and then we'll end this stream. Go ahead and purchase one of those. Gold Twisted Tree. Anyway, so that's going to do it for this episode. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you, Meta, for joining me for this video. Everyone, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Say bye.
Later.